Good afternoon, Floss Tube. My name's Michelle. I go by Cheesecake and Cross Stitch over on Instagram, but also on here. And welcome to my channel all about cross stitch and random other things, I suppose, as well. So this is Floss Tube 9. Oh, where has this gone? So my first Floss Tube was back in September. So, wow, really kicking on. So I've got quite a lot to share. I've had quite a good stitchy month, which is amazing. So I think I've got 2 starts, 4 finishes, some whip go, and a few whips, and a lot of haul. So I'll leave that to the end. So you know, obviously, if you haul is not your thing, you can obviously go if you want to. I'm also going to announce my giveaway winner. I thought I might be able to do that in a separate video this month, but it just hasn't worked out that way. Primarily because my shifts have just been too intense for me to sort of organise all of this. So I did pick the winner later than I thought I was going to. But here we go. I used a random comment picker and I will share with you the winner when we get to that segment. So first of all, I'm going to start off with my new starts. Oh, I'm super excited about this new start that I started this month. I was adamant that I was going to get this as a start because I've wanted to start this for quite a number of years. Basically since I got back into cross stitch. I'd say like in 2022, and it isn't. I think it's the chart is a bit older than that as well. But I'll show you. So this one is like a childhood classic that I have always loved, and it's actually May is the month that the book of this pattern was first published, so I wanted to start it in May because it's kind of meaningful. And I'll show you my progress. Oh, I think I've lost my needle. No, it's in that. This is going to be, it's on the back, a really large project. Let me open it up. I'm just going to fold it up because otherwise it's going to be lost. And this is Satsuma Street, The Wizard of Oz. So this is the middle segment, and it's obviously the wizard going up in the balloon across the Emerald City. It's a small set. I think I've got just over 1,000 stitches in there. That needle minder is obviously Dorothy's Ruby Red Stipper, and it was made for me especially by Lola of Cotton and Clay. So we just see if you can get a bit further. Obviously I haven't done the detail in his face yet, the back stitching. But I'm really, really, really pleased that I've got this started, and I hope I can get a bit more done on this. The next couple of months are going to be really busy. We will explain that later. But I will try and get some more stitches in that as well. So I was really happy. It's going to be obviously a big project. I think there's like 38,000 stitches in it. I'm ever so sorry if you can hear my washing machine in the background. I was hoping it'd be done by the time I got to this, but I've got limited time, so I do apologise. So yes, that's my start, Wizard of Oz. And then the next start is actually a start and a finish. So that will lead me nicely into finishes, but let me show you. So this is a pattern by Historical Sampler. So everyone who watches me regularly will know that I'm trying to do 12 Christmas ornaments by the time December comes. I started in December, so I didn't have to. I probably will do one in December, but just so I don't have to like rush and get it done. And I've been working on my Historical Sampler or Christmas ornament patterns that were in the calendar this year, and this is the one I'm stitching. There we go, that's better, isn't it? So it's the little robin, it's so cute. This is the last Christmas ornament actually that I am going to complete. There is one other, it's a long one, but I've stitched a pattern that's very similar to it, like really similar to it. So I'm decided I'm not going to do that one. There is a biscornu that I'd like to stitch as well, but it's not a Christmas ornament, so I'm not counting that at the moment. And I will do that at a later date. But this one, so I've not stitched this on the fabric that was provided, because the fabric that's provided in the advent calendar is Ada, 16 count Ada. I'm not a fan of Ada. I did do some of them on Ada and they look really pretty because the Ada that they supply is gorgeous colours. But I just don't find it an enjoyable stitch, so I decided I just wanted to do this on even weave. So I've done it on a 36 count opalescent vintage white linen, and I've changed the pattern slightly. I will show you. I don't know if I can, there we go, it's better. So if I can just say the robins and these are the same, but I borrowed these from up the top of the biscornu. There's like reindeers on the biscornu and they've got like these holly in the head. I really liked it, so I borrowed it and popped it around. I thought it was really cute, just to make it like a slightly smaller design so that it'll look better on the tree. There we go. So that's my start and my finish. I'm so glad I got that done in the nick of time, because that's just a recent finish really. Okay, so we'll move on to finishes. I'm just gonna have a sip of drink, my mouth is so dry. There we go. Right, so I finished this yesterday, actually, and you see, yeah, that should be fine. If I take this off. So this is the Historical Sampler Secret Garden Stitch Along. Mine is stitched on linen. And I have made some changes, reason being is because I can't count. So you can see, I think it's, basically this leaf here should have been up there a bit. And so what it's meant is, because I've put the leaf here because I miscounted 3 stitches I think, so I put the leaf here like this one, but it's meant that these are a bit crowded. But I genuinely think it looks, it doesn't look bad, and so I wanted to leave it. The other thing I did was over this side, I somehow miscounted it, and I still actually can't work out how I miscounted just by, just by one space. So what I did is, when I come to join this up here, is I added an extra blue line at the bottom of the pot, and I've done it on the other side to match, and I think it looks good, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, a few little twists there, but it's a very beautiful stitch along. Yeah, I think I'm going to FFO that into a pillow for my living room, but we shall see, because at the moment that's a skill beyond me, but we will see. So yeah, then the next, just gonna look at my bag. Canny little fox made this, so gorgeous. And then obviously, let's just show you this. I think I showed this last time, but oh, Laura made this for me and I popped it on there. I just love it. I need another dragon design to go in here now, because you will probably remember, if you've watched me before, that this is, oh my goodness me, I'm all stuck together. Oh. I have 2 very strong needle minders on here. Let's take them off. They keep sticking to each other. There we go. Oh, they stuck to each other again. Should have really taken these off. I didn't realise I had so many on here. There we go. Right, this is the finish. This is the Empyrean Sow by Forbidden Fibre. And everyone will know by now that I'm a massive Fourth Wing fan. And that fandom was brought to me by Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. So She sort of told me I should read the book, so I did. And it's just gorgeous. No idea how I'm gonna FFO this though. Look at those dragons. Ugh, it's beautiful. Yeah, like I said, no idea how I'm gonna FFO it, but if anyone's got any ideas, drop it down in the comments. But just love that. Now the next fully finished object, oh not fully finished object, sorry, I'm getting a bug myself. The next finish that I have is a completely unexpected finish, but I just had an overwhelming urge to stitch on it, and so I did. And this one is a design by Old Barn Stitching Company. Sammy of Old Barn Stitching Company, who's a wonderful person. She runs retreats called Floss Friends. So if you are looking for a retreat, they're up in Rotherham and they're so amazing. I really enjoy them. And this was the retreat exclusive. I went in like the end of January, beginning of February, so this was like Valentine's themed, but look how gorgeous that is. I just love it. The colours are beautiful. And this, let me show you this is the design here. So they finished it in a drum, and I'm hoping to do that. It will be my first drum though, so I've been watching some videos on how to do it. So hopefully I can put my big girl pants on and give it a go. So yeah, that's my other finish. So I feel like that's quite successful for finishes and starts. And then one finish, a start and finish. I'm quite proud of that. So considering it's been a really busy month, because, nice segue into this, I have been working on Extraordinary Birds by Lola Crow, and obviously we've had now the third instalment of Birds, because obviously we had 6 weeks to do the frame. Dropped, was it yesterday? Might be the day before, yeah, so it's Friday evening, and I've only just started working on this morning. So this is what I've done, and I'll show you. Probably haven't seen this bottom bit. So we've had first installment was this guy with a flower. Second installment was this blue-footed booby with this, I think he's like a vampire finch or something here. Now the third installment I've just started up here. It's got a little bit of a birdhouse here. There's about 4 or 5 different birds around. I'm not sure which they are because I haven't looked at them properly yet. But look at the detail in that. And so this bit here, because it included all this water as well, was about 1,000 stitches. This bit here is about just under 800. And here is, I think, around 800 as well, 800-900. So they're not small chunks, and obviously we're getting them weekly. So yeah, it's a big commitment, this one. But we've got, after this week, I think we've got 1 more week, and then there's a break week. There's 2 break weeks sort of into the program. So I'm hoping I can keep up until that point, because then I want to like spend that break week just on other bits and pieces that I've got, because obviously this just takes up your life, which that's why I'm saying I was surprised that I got some of the bits done, but I think I just had a bit more free time. And I don't expect that to be, I don't really expect that to be an ongoing thing, because we're going into summer now. It just gets busy, doesn't it? Like social events get more coming out of like winter and spring. So yeah, it won't last. I will fall behind at some point. So this next project is whim. I love this project so much that I really found it difficult to put it down once I started going on it. So I stitch on this every single month. I'm just gonna, yeah, that should be fine. I stitch on this every single month. It's the Quacker by Star Parade Designs, and this is where I'm up to. So I've done, I don't know if you can see that, that's better. I've done quite a bit, and I don't know where, I can't remember last time where it was. Let me see if I can get this. This bit here is, I know, is definitely new. I think the feather is new, and I think the flower pot might be new as well. So I did get a huge chunk of this done. I love this so much, and it is nearly so close. I think it's like 47% complete. I just love it. It's so fun to stitch, and particularly this, I just adored stitching this bit. I'd like to stitch it over and over again, really. But yeah, we're gonna get up here, I think, as a bird, and then up here as some flying birds and a heart-shaped bird, which would be nice. But I'm gonna try to leave those bits for last because I'm really looking forward to stitching them. They'll probably be the worst to stitch now anyway. But there's some really fun like Quaker motifs around, so I can't wait. So yes, I'll be stitching all this again this month, obviously, because I stitch on it. I try and stitch it on or around Ducky Day and one other day. This month I stitched on it more than that. I just couldn't put it down. At one point I stitched on it, but you know, I did a couple of bits on it every day. This is one I'm like considering stitching, like putting a thread in every day, but I feel like, because I've got quite an obsessive personality sometimes with things, and I feel like if I put a thread in it, then I'd want to like keep going at it, and then I would just sort of, yeah, like not stitch anything else. So I don't know, we'll get it done with it. But I have a goal to get this done by the Big Stitch 26 next year in June. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm on the way there. So next two whips, I'm going over these like way quicker than I thought I would actually. So next whip is a whip that I pulled for Whip Go. So this one, let me see if I can get you the picture, is a design by Erin Elizabeth, and it's called Pick Your Poison, and I bought this when I was at the Big Stitch last year. I just fell in love with it. I want to make it into a sign that I'm going to put above like a drinks cabinet at Halloween time. Gorgeous. It is actually, it's got loads and loads of colours in it, and it is, you know, it can be quite complex at times, because I've only just sort of ventured in onto these like designs where you use like lots of blending and lots of shading and stuff like that. Up until sort of this point really this year, I've really been just having designs where it's just like block colour to do like a symbol or something. I'm not sure how to really explain that, but I think you know what I mean. Then I started like Lola last year, and I really like that extra shade. Now don't get me wrong, I like the more simple motifs as well. They're just fun to stitch, but this takes a lot of eye work as well. But this is where I'm at anyway. So I finished off, I'm supposed to stitch 5 hours on these. This little froggy, he was upside down, let's put him that way. He's from Laura at Cotton and Clay. And look, so you can see I finished off this cocktail here, and I've nearly completed this one too, and I've just done that big long black line. So I've got some decent progress in this, and I pulled it again. I've actually pulled the exact same Whip Go not numbers, but Whip Go projects for this month as I did for May. It's bizarre, but anyway, I get some good progress in it, and I'm really enjoying that. Just I love working on it, and I could monogamously work on some of my projects if I gave it a go. And then this one, I also pulled this as a Whip Go last month as well, so in April, and I pulled it again, and I think it's the final time it'll get pulled now. I did think about swapping it out, but I love working on this one as well, so I'm just gonna plow through it. But this one is the Verdant Cottage by Lola. Just put that there. And I have done this little chicken, this window here, and a bit more of all this wisteria here. It is absolutely stunning. And I'll see if I can get you I think I've got, so I got this design before it was released in this cottage called Pattern book by the Starlight Stitchery. There we go. It was like a retreat in a box, so I've got like loads of different designers. But let me see if I've got the picture of it, the design. I'm sure you've seen it, but just in case you haven't and you wanted it, there we go. Beautiful. I love it so much that I want to live in this cottage. It's so gorgeous, and it's by Lola. So yeah, I am gonna give this one And there they go. Also, before, I didn't show you, but I really want to show you this bag. I got this last year. It's made by Pauline from Sobe Bags, and it's the Teresa Kogut, I was gonna say fabric, by Riley Blake. Oh my god, they're just adorable little witches. I love this bag so much. The pattern, I like the Teresa Kogut patterns. Beautiful. So yeah, that's my bag. So yeah, that's everything for starts, finishes, whips, whip go. I'll move on to haul. Yeah, I'll move on to haul and then we'll go from there. So first of all, I want to share this beautiful bag that I got from Yasmins Made with Love. It is a Frida bag. I don't think she has any of these left on her website. They went so quick. She's been doing some like bag drops and some beautiful fruit designs, which I've bought the pineapple so far, but I feel like I'll be buying more. I can't start them anytime soon because I've just got so much on, but I definitely will be starting at some point. But yes, look how gorgeous this is, and I'll show you the back. And there's like a little charm over her tag there, just so beautiful. And I've got a Frida pattern by Barbara Anna that I'm going to put in here because that's kitted up, but not in a project bag. So I'm going to put it in here, and that is something that I would like to start soonish. So so that's that, and then I've got 2 more bags to share with you, and these are by Little Dove Designs. And if anybody else was kind of like there when they went live, boy did they fly off the shelves. And I think she's added a few more bags periodically since, but my goodness. So I've got this one. They are so beautiful. Patchwork. And then it's just plain at the back. So there's that one. And then I got this one that I love. And then it's like this body at the back. Beautiful bags. They're really well made. Yeah, so check those 2 bag designers out if you get the chance. Right. I've got so much haul. I really don't know where to start. I'll start with these. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the shop of this lady. The name is Adele. I think it's called Tailor Made Stitching. I don't know if you can see this, but these are beautiful scissor fobs. Look at the little froggy. And then I got the shell because a lot of people call me Shell, so I thought that would be so nice. So they are scissor fobs or bag charms, and I'm probably going to put them on bags if I'm honest. I love them so much. They're really well made, so thank you, Adele. So there's those. And then I'll share with you, so I'm going to share with you 3 classic colourworks that I got from Rachel from Talking Dog Stitchery on a pre-order. These were released at Marketplace, Nashville Marketplace. And basically they got stuck in customs for a really long time. But I just want to give a really big shout out to Rachel because she kept us really well informed. She apologised to us, even though I really don't think she needed to because it was beyond her control. But the thought that she did that and she offered our money back as well just goes to show how much good customer service she brings to our cross stitch community. And as soon as they were available to come, she got them out really quick. So thank you so much to Rachel. She's a really trusted shop, Cottage shop. If you don't know her shop, it's called Talking Dog Stitchery. Go check it out. You can find loads of stuff on there. It's really brilliant. But here are the flosses. Yeah, beautiful. And so this one is apple cider. This one is my favourite, I think, sparkling rose. And then this one is called green tea. I love the names of them. So that's those. I'm going to do some other floss cups. So from Also from Rachel from Talking Stitchery. I am part of her Cottage Garden Threads Club, and we got 4 flosses from the Cottage Core range. So this one is called Honey. This one is called, it's pulled out a bit, that one. Let's run it round. Pretty Ribbons. This one is called Cozy Nook. And this one is called Wild Rose, and they all complement each other. So beautiful. And then I'm also part of Korys little shop, Letitia's thread club as well. And so I came into it late, so I'm a bit like further down than everyone else, but I got all these. I'm just going to show you them rather than go through them one on one because there's quite a bit there. But I'm still in the A's, I think, so look at all those. How beautiful are they? There we go. So I got those. Definitely in my floss era. And then this is so beautiful. So this is Laura's from Cotton & Clay's Needle Minder of the Month. And it's strawberry dipped in chocolate. Perfect for strawberry season. And for Marjorie's Maid's Strawberry Moon Sour, which starts today, I think. Yeah, today. So, yeah. So you can get that over at Laura's Etsy shop. So next I'm going to show is fabric. So I've got my fabric of the month from Megan from Coffee Craft Fabrics, and this is gorgeous. Look at this one. Sorry, it's in the wrapper still. So this is 32 count, and I've just asked, and it's even weave, and I've asked her if I can have linen next, so I can build up my collection on linen. And then the next 2 fabrics, oh, I love these so much. I bought these from Lindy Stitches, and I want to give a big shout out to Lindy Stitches, to staff from Lindy Stitches. I ordered these and they went out the same day, and they got to me within 7 days. That just blew my mind. It was fast, it was efficient, they're reliable. I for some reason the address when I pressed send kind of changed as I pressed send, and it got sent to my mother and father's address because I sometimes get stuff sent there. So I emailed them straight away and was like, could I please send the address? And unfortunately, it was that quick. It was dispatched before I got the reply back, but I got the reply back within a few hours, which again is amazing because there was no problem at all. I can get it from my mum's, but I just wanted to see if I could get it changed. But that just goes to show how quick they are at processing things. Amazing. So I ordered, it's Steph's and Tanya Floss Tube anniversary as well, so go check out her Floss Tube if you don't already, because she's got a nice video on that. But essentially I bought the little cat pattern with the strawberries for the Strawberry Moon Sow, and I wanted to get the matching linen, which is this gorgeous dusty rose. And then I saw this on here, which is it's on Fibre by Fibre on a whim, 32 count raspberry. Look how beautiful that is. And I'm in my pink here. I mean, pink's my favourite colour anyway, but my goodness. So they're actually all pinks there. There we are. I also got some of the Primrose Cottage stickers, but they're in my sticker album, so I can't do that. And also these to hang on project bags. I find it so difficult, but basically I love Primrose Cottage patterns and all the little like notions and bits that they do, but they do not sell it to the UK, and I have asked them if they would consider it, and they've just said like, we're a really small company, we'll consider it in the future. Oh, bane of my life. But yeah, Steph had a few bits, didn't have the whole collection, but a few bits on her website, so I just grabbed them. So the next things I'm going to show you now are things that I found when I was out shopping with my mum for finishing. For finishing. So basically I bought this from Dunelm, and it was in the sale for £1.25. So yeah, £1.25, and you know, you can easily finish or like turn it around and finish it this side so it's plain. So there's that one. Now this I think found an absolute bargain. So I've been looking for something like this. So it's like a tray that you can put all your smalls in. So I can decorate and put small bits of smalls in. And as you can see, it was marked up for £25, but I got it for I think either £6.50 or £6.25. And these were in Dunelm. And it's really, really like it's beautifully made. So yeah, go check out a bargain if you are that way. Now, you may or may not know, but I am learning how to sew with a sewing machine. So I can hand sew okay, pretty decently, but yeah, I never really learned how to use a sewing machine. So I bought one. I think I'd said that I bought one. It is a basic one, but like I'm just learning, so that's all I need. And I've been buying fabric because I absolutely love fabric, just for like backing on like little small pillows or finishes for my cross stitch pieces, because this is primarily why I want to learn how to sew, so I can do better finishes. So I bought this fabric that I found in the sewing shop, and it is just absolutely adorable. Now this is a new fabric designer by me, and it is called Lewis and Irene, and I've bought a full metre of this because I just adore it so much. But let me show you. Look, I mean, it's got dogs. Can you see the dogs? I can see this little guy up here. Down there. So they're so subtle, but then it's floral and it's so bright, and I just loved it so much. So I have that, and then I also bought a metre of this beautiful fabric as well because I just love the blues together. Stunning. So I bought them, and because I've also mentioned that I get a little bit obsessed with things, I bought a subscription to my sewing box. I mean, I know this might not interest all cross stitchers, but we're Crafti, so a lot of people might be interested in this. So this is a company called mysewingbox.co.uk. This, I think I bought this on a quarterly subscription, but it basically came in this box, and I'll show you if I can lift that. There we go. So you've got like 6 fat quarters, some thread and some finishing. This is like fabric for the going round, and it also gives you it's a subscription for fabric, but it gives you bits to make a project if you want to. So this project and a pattern guide is to make this oven glove, and obviously it's full instructions. And I was amazed to see, look, strawberry, and this is like tea themed. So there's a couple of pieces of fabric. So if you like, and this lovely little note as well, look, very cute. So if you like sewing, or you're like on a sewing journey like I am, then I think this is a good place to start. And yeah, I really recommend them. So that's that. So I've only got a couple more pieces of haul to show you. So these are, oh, actually, sorry, I'll show you this one bit first. I bought some Lady Dot Creates ribbon from Lindy Stitches for finishing as well. That just fell down there. So the next few bits I'm going to show you are finds that I found on Vinted. It's like a new hobby now. I've taken to looking on Vinted at vintage kits, because I've seen like a few floss tubers that I've been stitching on them, and I've really enjoyed looking at their bits and pieces, but also watching them stitch kits that you don't see all the time, or like patterns that you don't see all the time. And I came across a couple that like literally my heart just loved. So I bought this one, which is a Butternut Road pattern, which is a new designer to me. They don't make designs anymore. This one is a 1991, but look how darling this is. And since I've got it, I've seen it like a few people that have stitched it as well. So it's brand new in the packet. I only got it for like £5 or something. But I loved it. So that is something that I'm gonna stitch at some point. Won't be this year, but at some point. And then I've seen loads of people, let me pull that off, there's a little note there. Loads of people, this is also new. Loads of people just stitch this, but I really loved it. I really love this one. So it's a lavender and lace one, Noel. I can't remember how much I paid for this, but it wasn't very much either on Vinted. So that one, and then this one. So I've got other things that I found on Vinted. They're not as exciting as these ones that I'm showing you. But I think I'm going to do a video on, like a separate Floss Tube video on my Vinted finds, because I have bought other times stuff from Vinted, but I just haven't shared them, all previous to when I started Floss Tube. So I don't know, if you think that might be interesting or you'd want to see that, let me know in the comments, and if there's enough like sort of interest, I will do like a separate, like maybe Floss Tube extra on all my Vinted finds of like patterns and kits that I've got, because I've got like dimensions kits that I found on there, and other different kits and pattern books and things that I've, you know, maybe just liked one pattern from, so I bought the little pamphlet book because it's just a couple of quid, and they're just nice because I love stitching things with like my friends, like things we're all stitching together, like stitch alongs and start alongs, and like things that come out that lots of people are stitching. But I also really cherish like things that I am maybe like very few people are stitching, and you know, it just feels special. I don't know why, but I just feel like it feels special. So that's why I'm like looking for things that you know, might just be out of print and nobody's really stitching them anymore. So yeah, if that's of interest, let me know in the comments and I will consider doing that video. But this next pattern, I've seen it on eBay for around £70 and I fell in love with it the moment I saw it. There are two designs by, and this is a Mirabilia design. There's two designs that I really loved. This is the one, and there's another one. They're both out of print. They're both really hard to find. The first one, it goes for like £180, between 160 and £200 on eBay. I just don't want to spend that much money on something. Like I absolutely adore it, but I just don't feel like it's worth that much, even though it's rare, I suppose. And if you like, people feel like they want to spend that, then that's fantastic. You know, it's obviously worth it to you, and that's fine, but I don't want to spend that much money. And this chart that I'm going to show you now, I found it for around 60 to 80 pounds, and again, I'm not willing to spend that much money on just like a paper pattern, but I loved it. So I ordered this bundle of mix between lavender lace, butternut road and Mirabilia charts, and there were like 9 of them and 2 weren't shown. They said 2 weren't shown. This is the one that wasn't shown, and it's my unicorn. It's the one, not the one that's super expensive, but the one that I find on eBay between 60 and 80 pounds. I've only literally got the chart and the cover photo. Like, it's obviously been stitched before, so it's not like the paper chart's not covered. It's called Ashes Roses by Nora Corbett. It's a Mirabilia chart, and this is the cover chart, and I just adore it so much. I love it. So beautiful, just all these like red ginghams and a dress and the roses at the top and her expression is just beautiful. But it literally came like this in with the pack. Like, some of them were brand new that I had in the packs. Yeah, and I bought those ones for another specific chart that I liked. But I just could not believe it when I found this one in there. So yes, this one is going to be a start at some point in the not so distant future. I don't feel like it's going to be this year. Maybe after Lola Crow's Extraordinary Birds is done, I might consider kitting this up and doing it. But I don't know. I've got lots of whips and lots of like things ready kitted up that I would like to start as well. So we'll see, watch this space. Right, so let me check my diary. So I just wanted to show you this. This is my stitching journal, and I was so happy. This is the first month this has ever happened, but I have had, every day has been a stitch day. Look how amazing that is. So I used to record how many hours I spent stitching on different things, but I'm just recording that I've worked on them. And then the starts and finishes. And I've got some goals. So my goals were to do my 2 whip goes, which was a Halloween whip of choice, which was 19, and then 5 was Verdant Cottage. So my Halloween whip of choice was my only Halloween whip. I think I thought I was gonna have more Halloween when I set my targets. I thought I would be like starting some, but I didn't obviously do that. Which was my poison drinks one, and they've both been called for this month. To work on my quacker, so I have a goal of working on it for 2 days. My Christmas decoration, to complete Fourth Wing, complete the Secret Garden Sal, and then just to keep up to date with Extraordinary Birds. And then my one goal that I did not complete was to work on my Bella. I haven't done it for 2 months now, so I really, really do need to carve some time in this month to do it. It needs to be like a proper priority of stitching it. So yeah, I mean, I'll go into my plans in a little while, but yeah, that's where we're at. So I've had quite a successful stitchy week. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you the new Cotton and Twine subscription box. So last month's was the, if you remember, swans. This month's design is beautiful. Let me see if I can find it. That's in. And I'm going to put like a picture of this up on my Instagram for people to see, like, have a better look. But just to recap, they come in boxes of this. I've already opened this and had a little look. And it's packaged like this. And the new design is designed by Little Dove Designs for Historical Sampler. And this is the pattern. I mean, how stinking cute is that? I love it, like just a little bird housing little birdies. And she has some other designs, like a mustardy colour one, and another one, I can't remember what that one is. Might be like a robin, I think. All in the same sort of format, like they would be companion pieces. But how cute is that? It's adorable. So this one comes with your full kit. So these are your floss colours. You got a needle in there as well, you can just about see. And then I've got linen, so a nice little piece of linen. And then you've got your hoop to fully finish it. And then for your sweet treat, so you always get a tea bag as well. Your sweet treat is this Otherly sea salt and chocolate little bar. Beautiful. And I just love the little gift that we've been given this time. Oh, it's adorable. I love all their hanging decorations, but look how beautiful that is. Like the folksy art on it. It's just stunning. So you can get this all for £22 for linen or £20 for Ada, and it's 16 count Ada or 32 count linen. The quality on these subscription boxes are honestly second to none, and I know they're gifted to me, but I used to buy them before I ever got them gifted, and you know, when that stops, when they stop being gifted to me, I will still be buying them because they're so cute and they're beautiful patterns. They're really thought out. They use guest designers, so it mixes things up, and the added extras just make it worth it to me. It's just quality is just amazing, and they are a lovely British company, and I really feel strongly about supporting our British companies. So yeah, if you want to get yours, you need to order before the 25th, because the 25th is the cut-off date for this subscription box. Occasionally there are boxes in the vault, not in the vault. Like, occasionally there are boxes, like extra boxes, that you can get on the website. But I don't think there will be for this one, because it's a Little Dove design and they just normally fly off the shelves. So if you do want to secure yourself one, I would honestly really think about subscribing and getting it. You can skip boxes that you don't, you know, you always get to see the design first. And if you want to skip boxes, you know, you're not too keen into the design, or you've got too much on or whatever it is, you can always skip it. So it's very flexible. And you just do that on the website. So you don't even have to sneak 21, you just do what you need to do. So yeah, that's the latest one. Now to get to my giveaway prize, which is actually April's. I'm going to flash the design again so you can see. It is this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous design. I am sad that I'm giving this away actually. I've seen loads of people stitch this up, and I think Charlie from Charlie Forever stitched this up, but she changed June into friend, and she's made it for somebody, but it's just so beautiful, isn't it? So that's this one, and I have used a random comment picker to pick out the winner. So thank you so much for everybody that entered. Your support means like the world to me, so thank you. But I will show you. This is the winner. I screenshotted the winner. You can see it on there. And I'll just read it. It's Sarah B-W7T. Just so you can see again. So Sarah, if you are watching this, please either send me a direct message on Instagram, which will be cheesecake and cross stitch, or you can email me on shallbert85@yahoo.com, and that email address can be found in on the description bit of my this video and of my Floss Tube channel. So yeah, give me an email or DM me on Instagram, whatever your choice is, and I will get this on the post to you. So I want to show you one other thing actually. Now I've got my iPad out. I've only literally I did this like maybe 20 minutes before I decided I was going to film. But I have been watching lots of Floss Tubers start projects like this, and I just thought, you're nuts. I can't believe you do these kind of projects. They must be so boring to stitch. They're absolutely stunning and beautiful, and I had loads of respect for them for doing it, but I just thought, I just don't feel like I would get any enjoyment out of it. But the more I've watched people do things, the more I've just had an overwhelming urge to do it. So I bought my first full coverage, and I'll show you which one I bought. I just bought it now. It is Mickey and Minnie. I love it. Look how gorgeous it is. So I've got no plans to start this soon. I think I'm going to start it after Extraordinary Birds. So I will either be starting this in September or October, but I already have plans for those times. So yeah, we'll see. I am going to start it before the year is out, because I think this is a nice segue into plans. So this segment is all going to be about plans. I think I've decided, because I want to get on top of my whips. Now, I don't have lots of whips. I think I last counted at 17, which I don't think is too bad, but it's a lot for me because I didn't have, prior to me starting lots of projects, I was a kind of like a Sal and like a little project, like a smalls project on the go, like quite monogamous or semi-monogamous. I feel, I don't know if guilty is the right word, but I just long to work on lots of my projects that I've already started. So I think in January to March, I'm gonna have a no new start rule and just stitch all my whips. I'm also planning in September, I think September, but either September or October, I am gonna either do a battle of the whips again, because I enjoyed it so much in March, and I know it's like part of, like March Madness and whatever, but I felt like I could just do it another month, and I felt like that would be okay. or I'm going to do pick a whip and use like a decision wheel and just like I say that I've stitched every day this week, but I don't tend to stitch on the day that I work, because I work 12.5 hours long and sometimes I just feel too tired to stitch. So on every day that I do stitch, I would like spin the wheel and stitch on that project just to get some lots of exposure to different whips, because I really enjoyed Battle of the Whips, and I just want to do something a bit similar to that in September once Lola Crow is finished. It's all about that, and that finishes, the last bit is out in the end of August, and I would like to keep up as much as I can with that and have it done around then. So once it's completed, I think I will do that. Obviously that's plans in the long-term future. So I'll talk about what I'm planning to do this month. So I want to get some work done, at least a stitchy session done on my Bella. I will do my 2 days on my Quacker. I spend 5 hours each on each of my whip go. I've got a new start planned. Well, I've got a few new start plans actually. I'm going to start Miss Ladybug's Picnic with 2 of my friends, so we're having a little start along with that. And then I'm planning to have some starts for the Strawberry Moon Cell, which I have already mentioned that I bought the chart. I don't know what the chart's called, but it's the one with the black pussycat and all the strawberries round by Lindy Stitches. I have that one. And I also have the Patreon by Hello by Liz Matthews, Meet Me Under the Strawberry Moon. I'm going to do the smaller version of that one, which is minus the words. So I'm going to start this too. I have got other strawberry patterns which I may start. Just depends on my other stitchy commitments. And then just to keep up with Lola Crow, which is obviously weekly. But like in 2 weeks' time, I get a bit of a break, so I might be able to like get some Bella time in then, I'm thinking. So that's short-term plans. And I've had long-term plans. So I have got some exciting news. So I am going to Bournemouth tomorrow, and I am meeting my 2 stitchy friends, T and Sarah. I went to Bournemouth last year with my friend T, just very impromptu. Met up, went and stayed in the Marriott Hotel, and just had a really, really good time. Just stitched, walked along the beach, had some food, just good company. And we are intending to do something similar. And Sarah's going to come along with us because she's had a bit of a hard time lately. She lost her stitchy bug, and I think she's really missing retreats and things like that, get together. So, and the last time we all got together, and T wasn't even there, was March for the Stitch Festival. So yeah, it'll be really nice. And I said to T last year, I think I need to make this an annual thing because it's just a really nice thing to do. So yeah, we're gonna start our Ladybug Picnic pattern together and just stitch and just have fun. And there's a pool, so in the hotel that we are staying at this time, there's a pool. So yeah, we might go swimming. We might go dip our toes in the sea, you never know. I think the weather's going to be a bit hit or miss, but that's fine. I don't care about that. It's all good. We'll just enjoy each other's company and just stitch and have fun. So that's what we're going to do. I am patiently awaiting Stitch in London tickets to drop. Who knows when they're coming. That's in October, in case you don't know. So hopefully those tickets will come out shortly. Big Stitch tickets are due out this month too. I think they go out for past retreat goers for the very first one that was last year. They go out first, so they get first dibs, and then they'll go out to general population a bit later on in the month. So there's that. And oh, I don't know if I've got anything else to share. Let's have a look. I think that's all for Stitchy Plans coming up. Oh yes, I know what I've forgotten. I have booked to go to Stitch. No, I don't know if I told this in the last one. I don't think I did because I think this is a more recent thing. But yes, I was supposed to go this year, but unfortunately I had a family wedding that I had to go to. So yeah, I went to the family wedding instead. I mean, obviously I really wanted to be with my family member for their wedding, which I think they brought forward. So I really wanted to be there for that, but I was upset that I couldn't go to Stitch North. So I have gifted myself a ticket to go for next year. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I'll have a few retreats to go to, so I need to start saving a lot. But there we go. So yeah, things that I've just been up to personally. On Wednesday, I went to a really nice restaurant in Cardiff Bay. I live quite close to Cardiff, and it was called Dayu. It is like a Korean restaurant. It's like an all you can eat, but it's very, very different to like buffet style restaurants. So basically you have these tables with your own little hob, a bit like teppanyaki, and then your own little pot, so you can have hot pot, and then you can also like fry food on the top. And then you have your own one for each person, and they put in the hot pot whatever like broth you want and how spicy you want it, and then you just fill it up with like your veggies and your meats and stuff, and then you can do meats and vegetables on your grill, and then you can get rice, you can get noodles, you can get all kinds of stuff, and then you just help yourself as much as you want, and it is just absolutely delicious. And if you like Korean food like I do, yum. So that was really good, and I went there with my two sisters and my nephew who's 13. My nephew is Japanese, like mixed race Japanese, and he loves like any food like that, so it was a great experience for him. And where else of it? So yesterday I went to, I think it's pronounced Foss, in Caerphilly with some friends, my three best friends I should say, and one of my best friends' husband came along, who was also a friend obviously as well. And we went there, and it was a live band, and it's a bit like a food, like little food market basically, but it's like got a cover and stuff like that, and you can order off an app from many of them, and they just bring it to the table. It's really good, so you can just have whatever you want and it suits everybody. So we did that, and then we went back to my friend's house and stayed there pretty late, just chatting and catching up and bits and pieces, so that was nice. Yeah, I'm chilling today. I say chilling, filming, and also packing for tomorrow. And I'm gonna do some bit more of Lola later. What am I reading? I thought I'd add in like a reading watching section. I've seen people do that, and I quite enjoy them, so I thought maybe you guys might enjoy it too. So at the moment I am reading A Court of Mist and Fury. It is the series of Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. It's been out there for quite a while now, but I've just sort of got into it. I've been missing my fantasy, so it's been on my list to read for a while, but my friend Jen and my friend Kim sort of made me want to start reading again. So I flew through the first book, and I'm on the second book now, halfway through it. I'm loving it, really addictive. So I'm reading that. I'm probably after this book going to take a break, because I've got another couple of books that I've downloaded on Audible and on my Kindle. So I'll probably take a break, read some palette cleansers, if you will, and then start on those things. What I'm watching, so second series of 9 Perfect Strangers, the one with Nicole Kidman. That's really good. I think there's a couple of episodes gone on that. Veronica Mars, Flash from the Past. I've actually never seen that series, but I'm on series 4 I think now, so I'll be watching that. And also The Handmaid's Tale. Who's a fan of Handmaid's Tale? It's very good so far. So I actually have an episode of that to catch up on, so I will do that at some point today. And yeah, so I think that is everything. Yes, I've got anything else. Oh no, I have some stitchy kindness to share. I knew I had something. So hold on. My friend Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole sent me this most adorable card. How cute is that? She sent me some gorgeous stickers. I don't know if I can. I love stickers, by the way. put them in my book, in my journal, my stitch journal. There's some 4-3 ones there as well, look, silver one. And then she sent me some thread gloss, and it's Witch's Brew. And then she also sent me this really cute little bag, and in it she had put like a little wooden heart. Oh, let me see. Little wooden heart, cross stitch heart. And then she had made me this. And it's got my name on it. My nickname, I should say. There we go, that's better than that. How cute is that? So I can hang that from one of my bags or from my scissors or something. So thank you very much, Jen. That's amazing, and I really appreciate your little thoughts, so thank you so much. And I think that's a wrap. A slightly longer one, I think, to get through all the haul, more so than the stitching. Will be a lesser haul month this month, just be my fabrics of the month and floss really, and needle minder of the month obviously that I get from Laura. Really excited to start the summer of stitching. I got my box. Let me know if you did as well. It's obviously all closed now. She did amazing with it, so I can't wait. I don't know how I'm going to contain myself to not open each of the little packages, so very, very excited for that. I also purchased something from Charlie Feathers, and I'm going to share that next video. So yeah, thank you for spending some of your time on Sunday with me. I will see you guys in 4 weeks' time. I hope you have a lovely, lovely June. Bye.